So the first trailer for the latest installment of the Halloween franchise has dropped. Let's do this.
Testing 1, 2, 3. We're on.
We're here to investigate a patient that killed 3 innocent teenagers on a Halloween in 1978. He was shot by his own psychiatrist and taken into custody that night. And has spent the last 40 years in captivity. Hello, Michael.
Interesting.
I'd like to see.
Everyone in my family turns into a nutcase this time of year. Yeah, I mean, your grandmother is Laurie Strode. She was almost murdered.
Wasn't it her brother who murdered all those
music was like Jurassic Park.
No, it was not her brother. That's something that people made up.
Do you know that I pray every night that he would escape?
Messing with the mythology.
So I can kill him. The bus crashed.
Mom, what bus crash?
Michael escaped.
Excuse me, somebody's in here.
Hello?
He's waited for this night. He's waited for me. I've waited for him. Get out! Go home! Get inside! You don't believe in the boogeyman? He's here! Michael! You should.
Can you close the closet door?
Alrighty. Alright, before I give my full thoughts on it, go ahead and tell me down below in the comment section, what did you think about the trailer? What's your experience with the Halloween franchise, and how do you feel about them kind of doing this, let's ignore a whole bunch of sequels, let's ignore 9 sequels, go right back to the original and pick up where that one came off. Thoughts on all that fun stuff. Alright, with that said, here's my take on it. So for me, I grew up watching the original Halloween because I'm a big John Carpenter fan, but I hadn't really seen a lot of the sequels, and I'd seen them kind of haphazard here and there on TNT and TBS, but never really watched through them until last fall when I watched all of them so I could do a ranking video for them last Halloween. For Halloween. And so kind of that was my big experience with it. And it's a franchise that had a lot of redirections. Let's start things over. Let's kill Laurie Strode off a lot. Let's have big plot twists. And so the fact that they're doing yet another one of those kind of hard reboots, let's kind of go back to the original one, let's ignore things, that's kind of par for the course for what this franchise has kind of done all along the way. And with that said, I mean, I dug the trailer. It feels like it's taking the material seriously. It's doing a solid continuation of that original story. Whereas, you know, some of the ones where they H2O felt very late 90s in some of the tone aspect of the movie. This one just kind of feels, based on the trailer, seemed to have a bit more of a timeless vibe to it and in tone and vibe of the original film. So I dig all of that. Kind of their explanation for how things are kind of continued on, where he's been, what's kind of happening, all of that kind of makes sense. And just in general, the idea of an old Jamie Lee Curtis running around with guns and trying to take him out as he's loose on the city sounds good to me, as well as just the simple idea that a lot of the stuff that was in those other films, they're treating as sort of the mythology surrounding the character inside of the movie the teenagers have been spreading. Because if there had been this insane murder spree that happened, that would be kind of a local legend of kind of sorts that people would talk about. So that's an interesting little take on it. So As the person that's a bit of an outsider to the franchise, but that can appreciate things at different, styles of movies, I mean, I dug what I got here, and I'm looking forward to this one when it comes out. How about you? What's kind of your take on it? Are you more of kind of the Halloween enthusiast that have kind of always watched all the movies? What did you think about the trailer? Are you new to all this? Give me that perspective on all of it. I'd love to hear your take on it. And if you're new to my channel, please consider clicking that subscribe button. Do movie reviews, TV reviews, ranking videos. But the key thing is I don't want to just talk about movies. I want to talk about movies with you. Get your perspective on it, because I got my take on it, but you've probably got some interesting insights too. And maybe you can change my opinion on a few things. And as always, thank you for watching.